FightHype.com. We're here with the undefeated Frank the Ghost Martin, 135-pounder, 15-0, 11 knockouts, fighting out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Frank, how's training camp been going, man? And you got a replacement opponent, man. What's going through your mind?
Training camp was good. You know, everything was straightforward, and it was a tough camp, but we got through. It panned out, and it was super smooth at the end. With the opponent switch, it's just same mission, you know, just a different game plan. So we just got to go in and capitalize off every mistake that Marinez makes.
What's your assessment of Marinez? He's a guy who's been in there. He got stopped by Comey in his last fight, but he went the distance with Rolly.
He a fighter. You know, I believe the fight that he fought against Rolly, he did win that fight. You know, but it's styles make fights. You know, so the guy, he could box. You know, he's a mover, but you know, I got something for that.
Most definitely. And in your own words, Frank, describe your skill set as a fighter. For somebody who hasn't seen you fight, what are some of your strengths?
I got speed, I got power, great instincts. I'm calm, I'm pretty poised, and I got a great IQ.
Most definitely a composed fighter. Cool, Frank. Now, I read up on you a little bit, and in 2016, you fought Virgil Ortiz in the Golden Gloves. Can you kind of just reflect on that fight? I read that you had dropped him.
Yeah, going into the National Golden Gloves, I just had my mindset was just going out to win the tournament. You know, so I didn't really care who I fought, or I really didn't even know a lot of the guys coming up in the amateurs or whatever. So when I fought Virgil, I didn't even know who he was. I just knew I was in the championship fight, and I was there to win.
And to kind of see like him and how he's progressed in his professional career, how do you reflect on when you beat him?
Honestly, I don't really like let that stay with me, you know, because it's different. You know, now we in the pros, you know, our styles changed, and you know, we had different weight classes, so that's not something that I kind of like use as fuel or nothing like that. What I use as my fuel now is the guys that I'm getting out and fighting, beating these guys.
Most definitely, man. You stopped Romero Duno in your last fight, man. Also read up that you sparred Tank. Can you kind of give us some insight on how that sparring with Tank went a while back?
It was good sparring. It was great sparring. It was great sparring.
What'd you make of his last victory over Rolly?
Rolly fell asleep and got caught with a big shot by Tank, and Tank known for landing those big shots. You know, he got great timing, and you know, hats off to Tank for that. You know, and Tank was actually poised and real focused that fight, and he made Rolly pay.
What'd you think about Devin Haney's victory over Kambosos to capture the undisputed lightweight title?
Devin Haney, man, he went out there and he did his thing. He went out there he took all the things that came with the deal that were making that deal, and he went out there and just boxed. He just beat him with the jab.
Frank, how do you think you fare against Devin Haney and Tank Davis, man? You think you got something for him?
Of course I got something for him, man. I'm ready for him. You know, I got speed, I got power, I got everything, you know, that it take to get in there with them guys. So, you know, it's just all about me getting that opportunity and showing them.
Last thing, Frank, talk about training with Derek James and having Errol in your camp and kind of the influence they've put on your career.
It's a blessing, you know. Training with Derek James just sharpens me up. You know, it's sharpening me up as a fighter, and it's making me understand the game better. You know, like everything that I do, I understand why I'm doing it. So that's
good deal, man. Last thing, your expectation for the fight on Saturday, and when can we expect you to really contend and compete for a world title?
Hopefully, man, I get a shot at the end of the year or maybe the beginning of next year. You know, that's the goal right there. And for this fight Saturday, you know, I'm just going in and anything that I see, if the guy make a mistake, you know, be expecting a knockout. If he doesn't, you know, I'm willing to go and ready to go all 10 rounds with him and just box him, you know, put on the clinic and show skills outside of me just knocking the guy out.
God bless you, Frank. Appreciate you, man. All right. Yes, sir.